Alright, like I promised, we are about to start spraying. We got a little baby sprayer, 12 foot wide, all we got at the time. Took an hour and a half to get that hooked up. So, anyway, we're going to try to get started now, spraying finally, hopefully. Our beautiful pond. So we're going to do a little test run right here on the pond dam. We'll try to keep it deep for whoever wants to come and fish, or, you know, kids, whatever. Not whoever wants to come and fish, but you know what I mean. So we'll do a little test run, see what we're working with. Try to kill some of these weeds. Hopefully, the grass will come back. And it will make it a little, yeah, my camera skills are not the best in the world. I'm trying to shift and look at pilots and everything else, trying not to run over into that really, really nasty place right there. That would be disastrous. I'll show you a little hard to see. I know the glare on the windshield is not the best in the world. Little tip, you can't even hardly see them spraying. But they are. They are. Well, I say they are. At least one of them is. Alright. So that's all for that. We'll catch the other half of it on our way back. And with you, it is some kind of hot today now. I mean, yeah, it's hot, but it's more humid than it is anything. Or just trying to get the tank up before lunch, and all I had to do was come run the wire to the battery to get us some power to it, just a little electric sprayer. And that was an experience all of its own. Just doing that and filling the tank up and putting a little chemical in it. It's got me in a pretty good little sweat, which, being a little bit of a bigger boy, that doesn't take much. Still, hey, gotta do it. One of our beautiful little deer plots that has overgrown, and I've got to spray it. We'll get it planted, have a deer, a little something to eat. About half of the deer around here are about like pets anymore. I guess I'm getting nostalgic in my old age, but every year I see 2 or 3 or 4 of the same does. They always have, you know, at least one, or a lot of times at least one of them has 2 babies with it. And by the time hunting season comes around, I just don't want to shoot a little baby. And then I feel bad. I don't want to shoot the mama neither, because I want her to keep having babies. I want all the bucks around here to grow up big and strong. This is our next project. So my dad cut the timber off of here a couple years ago now. And long story short, my cousin breaks some of the pine straw on our other field, and we're going to plant this with longleaf pine. So our next project is we got to get this place cleaned up, get it looking good, and then we got to spray it before we can plant the trees. And you can't do it all at one time, so you got to clean it up. And well, really you should have it cleaned up by August, but as usual, we are yet running behind again. And I know you can't tell, but that's another deer plot. Get it cut, I'll show you. We're running behind, and we got to get on that, but I think as long as we get it done by the 1st of October, can get sprayed by November 1st, middle of November, and I can plan anywhere from December, January, February, sometimes into March. Just you want to make sure you plant them when it's dormant. There's another little spot that we don't plant in pines. It's just a little piece of a field, I guess you would say, whatever. So try not to hit the limbs. But anyway, just another project we got to do. Which is always fun. But I'll be glad to get it planted back and see what we're gonna have this year. I don't think I finished my thought. You gotta plant the trees in the winter months. You want to plant them when the tree is dormant, because if you plant it and it's dormant, it gives it time for the dirt and the rain to pack it in around it, and it can hold a little moisture without growing. I mean, they'll still, they still need moisture, but they won't, what's the word I'm looking for? They won't be in active growth, so to speak. So once they get into active growth, if any little drought will kill them, and then you have to start all over again. So always, quick tip, plant your pine trees in the winter months between November, December, January, February, and possibly sometimes March. So, anyway, we're at the hayfield that we showed you last night. It was good. It's time to spray. We've got to set our little GPS up here. It's not really a GPS, it's a light bar, whatever. Anyway, doesn't drive the tractor for you, but it is quite a handy little tool. So we're just going to set this the width of our sprayer, which is 12 feet. So we got to convert it to inches. If my Tattnall County math is correct, 12 times 12 is 144. I mean, I didn't have Common Core, so I'm not sure. We're gonna have to hope. That's okay. Yeah, we need to go home. Got it not started. Well, let's see if we can get her started here. We want a new job. We gotta set our AB line. Alright, what's the best? Usually when you set an AB line, you want to be on flat ground. This ain't much out here. It's real flat, so to speak. But we're gonna wing it. We're really good at winging it, just so you know. So we get into a lower gear. Let's see if we can keep the tires straight on this little feller. Alright, let's set A. Try not to touch the steering wheel. And we'll set B, and we're gonna say okay. And we're gonna back up. Pause that there. Going to back up. I'll have a little phone holder at some point. We're just gonna start at the beginning of the field so that we don't miss any spots in the middle. Don't run into the ditch. Let's see if we can get her back straight. Yeah, guys, sorry, my camera skills are not the best, and trying do 4 things at one time here. Alright, so we want to hit record. Probably a good little gear there. And nothing spraying. And now spray. Let me zoom in for you. Spraying. Not spraying. Alright. So, zoom back out. Alright, so what we're looking at, I don't pay attention to the number on the left or the right. That 1.1 in the middle, with an arrow pointing to the left. So I need to go 1 foot, 1 inch to the left to be dead center on my line. Now, you're gonna see that vary from time to time. Gotta go a little faster than that. I want to be right at 4 miles an hour. I'm looking at the phone and the speedometer. I'm not looking at the GPS. That would be helpful. Just a hot mess today, y'all. It's tough out here. Let's see if I can catch a different gear without having to rev up so much. Oh, look at there. I ain't had to touch the throttle. That's almost perfect. Look at that, 4.3. Now, if I can just stay on my line, I'll be good to go. Yeah, so these are some hay bales that have been here for about, I don't even know, 6 or 7 years. Probably the last time they cut this hay field. And it actually joins our property. The fence line right there that you see where the taller trees are at, that on the other side is our property. This is our neighbor. Like I say, I think he was as happy for us to come in here and get it cleaned up as we were to have an extra field of hay. So worked out great for both parties involved, and I hope that we can make a little money off of it and continue do a good job. So got some. That's not good grass. I don't know what that is. Well, you can see. I don't know the hay. I say the hay. The great. Golly, I'm way off. Got to pay attention to the GPS. Zilla. I'm gonna have this field looking like a maze. Anyway, hay's about, I don't know, between a foot and a half tall, which is good. It's great hay, but with us not being able to spray it like we wanted to, like I say, I let the weeds get up too much, and it was, oh my Lord. You see that little red line, you know I ain't nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. I think this thing messes with me too. Anyway, once you set your AB line up, then the light bar will automatically set lines up on that path 12 feet apart. And 12, well, I say 12 feet apart. It is 12 feet apart, but it'll set them center of the tractor 12 feet apart. And you just do your very best to follow the line. And if you're like me and you can't drive straight, it's gonna be a long afternoon. So anyway, also we'll have more videos of Harper. I know y'all rather see her than me. So anyway, and also when I figure out how to edit videos and take stuff out or put videos together, there'll be a lot less uploads. So I'll get my wife to teach me that, hopefully. Lord knows I sure don't know what I'm doing with it. Anyway, we'll check y'all out when we get done, and I guess that's it for right now. Check out our YouTube channel, Farm and Charm. Catch y'all later.